Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 285. I trust that everyone is okay. I trust that the people who are hearing my voice and seeing my face are healthy. Your family members are healthy as well. For the people who are at work at this time of the Friday evening, I trust that your shift will end soon. You will get a chance to get home to be with your family in very short order. Also, for the people who are on the road, especially in Jamaica, it has been raining for a while. Many roads have been rendered impassable. Many cars have been shut off in water that you shouldn't be driving in the first place. So please be careful. Get home safely. For the people that were home, ready for listen to teach about some things we have to jam down. Jammer. Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, you see in both Vice Cartel, Buju and Shelly and Fraser Price. Elaine Thompson, Portia Simpson Miller. You know what I mean? Marcus Mosiah Garvey. See, Lisa and Mark Golden and them people there. Yeah man, peeps. Buju Banton, the works. We give thanks. We're there. See, good night, Miss Lily Williams. It's good to see you, princess. Love you. Peeps, we're there. Sumo Circle.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, yellow. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey, yo, yellow. Send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Yeah, peeps. Give thanks. Another weekend, another Friday night. We have all lived to see this Friday night, especially in the context of how things are happening around us. That's a blessing. It's a joy. We give thanks. For all of the ones that are in the building, big up on yourself. Peeps, want to know the strips? You know, share the stream on the social media pages them now. You know, your Facebook story, your Instagram story, your WhatsApp status, your WhatsApp group them. Mr. Garfield here and Finar, I assume that the man them share the stream in the group already and thing. So yeah man, big up to all of the moderators them likewise. Give thanks to the one them. Juno Gully, where I did family. It's good for see the man. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah man. Blessings Sean Fruit out of Fort Lauderdale. Give thanks to the ones in the building. Mr. Davis, Warrior Star, Sizzler Fan, Omar Nelson, New Wave, big up yourself. O'Neal, go and look bro. Zane, Elliman Gibber, blessings, Oregon in the building. Yeah, peeps, so here we go on now. I could deal with some things quick and fast now. For some strange reason, I'm feeling a little bit exhausted. Some of us want to wrap up that stream and get some rest. And thing. So we have a few things to talk about tonight. It's the Wild Cooking Show. Big up yourself. Yes, I. Oh, there's J Casting. Brother, big up yourself, you know. Peeps, I have something to tell about J Casting in the future. You understand? Financial analyst. So I'm going to become an in-house financial expert going forward. He also is working on launching his own YouTube channel. So when that time forward road, I'm not gonna know what is what. You know what I mean? Yeah, peeps. Wet days. Flash flood watch issued for all parishes. So it means that currently Jamaica is on the flash flood watch. So the meteorological service has issued. You know, I say the meteorological service is something that I may take offense to, but me get to them about Sunday night. See, the meteorological service has issued a flash flood watch for low-lying and flood-prone areas of all parish. The measure, which is effective until 5 p.m. tomorrow, means that flash flooding is possible and residents are advised to take precautionary measures and to be ready for quick action if flooding is observed or if a warning is issued. The Met Office says a persistent trough of low pressure across the Western Caribbean, I'll give you some more information on that in a few, continues to produce unstable weather conditions across the island. So satellite imagery and rainfall data indicate that light to moderate and at times heavy showers and thunderstorms occurred across sections of most parishes during the night, especially across eastern and south central parishes. Yeah. So the forecast for cloudy conditions with periods of showers and thunderstorm, which could be heavy at times, to continue across sections of all parishes, especially southern and northeastern parishes, from this morning into Sunday. Yeah, so it's a weekend thing. Strong gusty winds in the vicinity of thunderstorms are likely, especially over southern parishes, through to Sunday. So over the past few days, the island has been experiencing periods of rainfall, and as such, there's a high degree of ground saturation. I'll expound on that a little bit in a few. As a result, landslides and flooding are possible. The Met Office says it will continue to monitor the progress of this system. I did a video about a week ago now with information that was available at the time and observing different models, the National Hurricane Center models, the European model, suggesting that in the middle of the week, moving further down in the week, there was an area of unstable weather south of Jamaica, and conditions were favorable for development into God knows what. Thankfully, that area of disturbed weather has been moving westward, beat very slowly over the past couple of days. However, the system that is being the area that is being affected by that disturbance, Invest 95, I think, area of investigation 95 it is called now. The area that it covers is very wide, and that's what Jamaica has been receiving showers from said area of disturbed weather. The National Hurricane Center warning is a little bit stronger than that what is coming from the Met Office. My head kind of big. So this is Jamaica, and we have been wrapped in significant rainfall and thunderstorms for the past couple of days. Good thing though is that dark red area is not directly over the island, meaning that thunderstorms will be greater, there will be more rainfall and the possibility for greater flooding. So this is the area of unstable weather. It is mostly to the west of Jamaica, but you're seeing the outward bands are still affecting the island and are expected to continue. The reason being is that the forward motion of the system is pedestrian, 5 kilometers per hour. I think that is extremely slow, and that can do more than you would think, because the slower the system is moving, if it is packed with a lot of showers, it means that rainfall will be protracted. And because rain has been falling for a couple of days, as you heard me saying earlier, that many parts of the island, the ground is getting to that point where it is becoming saturated. Saturation means it can hold absolutely no more moisture. And if the ground becomes saturated, then surface runoff or overland flow becomes the dominant process in the water cycle. And that is a problem. You know our drainage system need to be drained. You know that our waterways have been blocked by people throwing all manner of evil in the gullies and streams and waterways. So not only is the concern that the land is saturated, but our waterways are blocked, and as such, flooding is always a possibility. We have seen clips and videos, especially from the corporate area today, where places like out in Bull Bay, the roadway was inundated, and we see motorists trying to brave. Like, I don't know why people continue to do these things. Look, when you look on the water, you know so your vehicle can't manage that. Not go in the family. You understand? You risk fine, the vehicle, but your life. You understand? You get trapped in that and water start push you, then what you gonna do? You understand what I say? And people keep doing this. If you look on the videos, people are doing it. Bigger units may be better able to traverse these waterways, but be careful. Also, the ground being saturated is one thing. As I said, surface runoff or overland flow will become the more dominant process in the water cycle, as infiltration can no longer occur because there's nowhere for the water to go underground anymore. So like me I teach water cycle now, but never mind. So land slippages, landslides are very possible based on the saturation of the soil around the country. So areas that are prone to landslides, those people need to be very vigilant. And even if landslides are not something that are common, especially if you live in hilly areas, you have to, sleep with one eye open. Unfortunately, we saw news breaking today where there was a land slippage. I not even remember the place the top off of the top of my head, where a gentleman and his daughter who were in their house when it collapsed, and apparently the father was buried under the rubble. Search is still ongoing to find the young lady. Very sad. We hope that no more situations like that occur over in Bull Bay. Thanks, DeAndre. Shooters Hill. Thanks, guys. Blessings. Zane. No more situations like that arises, I should say, over the weekend. Sad situation though. But the National Hurricane Center now gives the trough of low pressure west of Jamaica a 70% chance of developing into a tropical storm or depression within the next 48 hours. Importantly, Jamaicans should expect continued rainfall across the island as satellite image and Doppler radar show more to come. So that is a little bit troubling. But then, based on previous projections, forecasts, we might have been experiencing or preparing for a hurricane. So you have to give thanks to small mercies. So this is the era it was at one time southeast, southwest eventually of Jamaica, not southeast, southwest of Jamaica. For a little bit, it has drifted to the north and it is now drifting to the northwest. But the problem with the area is that of disturbed weather is that it is moving very slow. You understand? That is a problem. The slower the system moves, the more damage it can do. Yeah, a stationary system or a slow system is a bad system. All systems are a bad system. But if it's a fast moving system, you stand a better chance of, riding it out. Because boom, and it come and gone. Should this develop as per the predictions, it will become Zeta. So we'll watch and see. Based on the speed of it, Jamaica will continue to receive rainfall, possibly even gusts near, I don't even know, strength, depending on how fast the system develops. So this is not very far off the model that were being projected, Zane. It's not the exact thing, but then rain will fall for a couple of days well and it will continue. So we have to be careful, guys. If you live in low-lying flood-prone areas, based on the forecast, it is probably wise that you seek alternate accommodation for tonight at least, while you continue to watch the weather. Serious things is in the peeps. You understand? You will go your bed and everything look okay outside, but in a few hours, water levels can rise significantly. Teach them, wasn't it to model or develop? But now, I rephrase that, bro, and ask the question. So, it's still a blessing because, as I said, the prediction was that the area of disturbed weather would have possibly developed into a hurricane close to Jamaica or on its approach to Jamaica. Now, this area of disturbed weather is to the west of the island, even though it continues to influence weather condition. Entrance, big up yourself and a father new wave. Give thanks every time, you know. You know what I mean? Appreciate the support. Zane? Yeah, peeps. So that, I'll continue to monitor this, and if I need to do a video as it relates to anything in relation to this when I wake up in the morning, I'll do so. Yeah. Be careful. The man them out there where I drive, stop drive through waterways. And people in them vehicle, they tap make man carry through them water there. You understand? It better you sit out for a couple of hours until the water recede than them spend days to look for your sea. You understand? That don't make no sense. Meaning, if there was 2 hurricanes could develop in the Caribbean. No, Epsilon, based on the information, it would have been 2 systems, Epsilon and Zeta. I'm not seeing anything else at this point in time that suggests that there may be an incoming system. But with weather, you never know. We see an area of clouds east of the Eastern Caribbean. So you never know. But for now, that is the area that they are watching. The National Hurricane Center is monitoring. The Met Service is monitoring it. So we'll continue to see what develop. I suppose parts of Cuba, the Cayman Islands are also receiving a lot of rainfall. I can imagine roads like Marcus Garvey. Boy, Jaja. You see me? Peace, be careful. That's all I can tell you right now. If you're there, yard, turn your yard. Seeing if you're on the road, find the clearest, safest route home. It might be the longer route, but you need to take it. You understand? Water, as far as I am concerned, and I normally tell my students this, is the most powerful force of nature. You know, people might look and say hurricanes and wind and tornadoes. Water is relentless, man. It not tap. It just a come. And the water will take hundreds of years to weaken somewhere until it just kick it down. Very patient, very powerful. Don't trust water. You understand? Yeah, man. So now, peeps, from one... Oh, me have one next diagram when we couldn't share. See, so this is showing you... so the cone, don't really shape like a cone, but it's a cone, them call it really. It's showing you the areas that may be affected in the coming days if the system organizes itself and anything seriously develops. So we'll see. Also, one of the chain of thought is that a cold front is supposed to be moving into the Gulf of Mexico. And you know that cold front will steer any tropical storm or hurricane that develops. So it may not go into the Gulf. Probably the Florida Panhandle should be keeping an eye on this and them something. So make we see. There are many people who are way more versed than I am with these things who are currently looking at them and thing. I just use the little knowledge I may have as a geography teacher for, you know what I mean, talk about these things. I enjoy doing it, by the way. So yeah. What we there now? COVID streets. Thing was still like we are beaten. I suppose. Jaja. And peeps, if you're up on the road, may I ask you one thing. Wear your mask. Soon get to that. I mean, nobody telling you nothing. No matter who the guy. You understand what I say? Yeah, man, we soon reach on this. So. COVID tally at the golden age home jumps to 69. That not sound good for a number of reasons. One, golden age home normally, not normally, they cater to the elderly. You understand what I say? And we know that the elderly are among the most vulnerable in the population, as many of our elders have pre-existing conditions, and as such they are more vulnerable. Yeah, so when you hear say COVID break out at them place, you have to hope for the best. Health and Wellness Minister Christopher Tufton has reported that another 26 COVID cases have been confirmed at the Golden Age home in Vineyard Town, Kingston. This means there are now 69 cases there. This comprises 40 residents and 19 staff members. 10 are yet to be determined. So earlier this week, the ministry announced that there were 43 cases at the Golden Age home. Since then, it has completed testing a total of 564 staff and residents. The minister said new restrictions have been put in place to contain the virus at the home. At the same time, he is warning that the government will shut down private Golden Age homes if they do not enforce health protocols. A massive cause for concern. You understand? A major cause for concern. So in total, they have done 564 tests of staff and residents of the home. That is a lot of people in a one place who might have been exposed. So far, 69 people has been confirmed positive. We'll watch and see. I don't know if any of the deaths that have been recorded recently are related to the institution. I sincerely hope that that will not be the case, and all these people, these residents, these elderly residents of the institution will be able to survive. Auntie. Blessing Richard. Travis Miller, bless up. Julian, what go on, bro? How you feel? Now, speaking about COVID outbreak, we have heard about COVID outbreaks in adult prisons. We have heard about COVID outbreak at juvenile center. Now, we heard about the Golden Age home. COVID outbreak at Mustard Seed facility. 36 cases identified. A coronavirus outbreak has hit a Mustard Seed community facility in St. Catherine. Health Minister Dr. Tufton said 36 cases have been confirmed at the facility. Now, according to Tufton, 20 are residents and 16 are staff members. He also said the positive staff members have been isolated at home, while the infected residents have been isolated at the facility. At this point in time, I think we have, 179 confirmed deaths. I don't know. 200k virus. Nah, man, the 200k now nothing to do with virus. It's a $200,000 sitting. It have to do with Parliament. We soon get to that. Yeah, but if people are really like that, we probably need to change it because we don't want to mislead nobody, you know. You don't want to overthink that. That no wise. Yeah. 35 JUTC staff members have tested positive for COVID. There have been 35 positive cases of COVID-19 at the state-owned Jamaica Urban Transit Company, according to the managing director, Paul Abrams. So at the same time, 142 members of staff have been placed in isolation as a result of the positive cases. Abrams made the disclosure on Thursday during a virtual media briefing involving the Ministry of Health and Wellness. So the JUTC, which moves thousands of commuters daily across the Kingston Metropolitan Transport Region, which includes the corporate area and parts of St. Catherine, took steps months ago to protect both its employees and passengers from the virus. Among other things, buses were restricted to carrying seated passengers only to prevent overcrowding, shortly after Jamaica confirmed its first case on the 10th of March. Also, both passengers and drivers must wear a mask at all times. It's Buju can't take the bus there. Having 150,000 persons on your buses every day and not knowing anything about them definitely classifies us as a high risk, Abraham stated. It is not clear how many drivers are among the positive cases, but Abrams noted that as early as January, the bus company launched educational programs to alert staff to the threat of the virus. The managing director said that, for the most part, passengers have been compliant with COVID-19 protocols. So 35 JUTC members test positive, 142 members of staff are in isolation, 36 confirmed cases at Mustard Seed, 69 confirmed cases at the Golden Age Home. And these are just 3 instances. Jaja. Continuing with the COVID situation, Raytown and Cornwall courts under 2 weeks COVID curfew. The Office of the Prime Minister has announced special curfew for Raytown in Kingston and Cornwall courts in St. James amid an increase in COVID cases in the communities. So the curfews took effect today, 6 p.m., Friday the 23rd of October, and will run until 5 a.m. on November 6th, 2020. Yeah? What does this mean? During the hours of curfew, only essential workers with identification will be allowed to enter or exit. Gathering limit will be no more than 6 persons in any public place. All existing restrictions such as mask wearing and physical distancing will be strictly enforced. So in a statement, the Office of the Prime Minister said the increase in COVID-19 cases is of great concern to the health authorities. This special measure is to restrict movement of persons to slow or prevent new exposures and hence new infections, said a spokesperson in a statement. So the OPM, which is the Office of the Prime Minister, said there was concern for the high population density of the 2 areas identified and the high vulnerability of persons within the areas to severe illnesses due to age, comorbidities, and other socio-economic factors. What is the health authority? Well, what will the health authorities do? They will conduct additional testing, close monitoring of residents for the development of symptoms, early containment of newly detected cases, prevention of new exposures and transmission of disease, sanitization of members of the communities, and in the meantime, the OPM says there will be enhanced monitoring and enforcement of the disaster risk management order in the business district of Montego Bay. There will be special attention to markets, supermarkets, transportation centers, banks, and other business places. Let me preface this by saying something. S-Ranks as a pure smoke screen and deception. Alright, S-Ranks, big up yourself. I cannot, based on my area of expertise and qualification, tell a man say COVID real or it not real. Zane, I cannot tell a man how to live them life either. But what I can say is whether or not it real, me no want to find out. You feel what I say? Based on information, hundreds of thousands, millions of people have fallen ill around the world and millions of people have died. Up to this point in time, I have not seen any conclusive research done to question what these people have died from if it wasn't COVID-19. Yeah? So until I see something where definitively say this is a scam or this is a plan and the people who are sick are not sick or were not sick with the coronavirus, and the millions of people who have died did not die from the COVID-19. So whatever is being said by individuals and groups and them friends, as far as I know, something is out there. I can't tell you exactly what it is. See? But all those people have no name that died. So the Jamaican people, them we are dead, where people have moan and a ball, so them people dead. Them not no name. As me I say now, because I will not be distracted tonight. I don't know exactly what is out there, but based on my layman's interpretation, of what is going on, something is there. You understand? I am no virologist. I am no epidemiologist. I am no doctor for that matter. I am no scientist. But as far as I can see, something is there. That said, experts who are far more intelligent than I am, from all walks of life around this planet, has suggested that despite the fact that no cure has been found to treat the situation, one of the best ways to try and protect yourself from becoming infected is to wear a mask. And we don't need to get into the technicalities. We don't need to get into certain things. Not knowing for sure what the situation is. My grandmother used to tell me, say, prevention better than cure. And I will not sit here either and tell you, say, a mask will protect you in a wholesome way from contracting the coronavirus. But why chance it? Why expose yourself unnecessarily? I'm just asking. Yeah? Many people from the beginning of this thing have been saying that this is that and this is that and that is that. Fine. Many theories, many conspiracies, a lot of things. And added to that, some high profile people have chimed in, and some people have said some possible, based on the context, some unfortunate things. The latest of which is Buju Banton, more popular, given name Mark Meyer. I plan to say that differently in my head, but it never worked out. Yeah. Buju would have shared his 3 cents on the situation in a very vocal and graphic way. He would have gone at lengths to throw cold water on the situation, even stating that the mask thing for stop, and who for dead I got dead, who for live I got live. So I suppose Buju is still accepting that people are dying. I guess he's not sure why people are dying, but who for dead I got dead, who for live I got live, would suggest to me that I accept the fact that people are dying, and only the fittest of the fittest will survive. I don't know. Floyd Walford, move from here, sir. How are you, man? Yo, look here. Tonight is not the night. So move up if you don't want to hear, leave. You understand? Buju, your boyfriend? Move up, man. Yeah. So, he stated a number of things. He asked some questions, which is in his rights to do. You understand? It is also his rights for say him now wearing a mask. You understand? But going further to tell people to stop wearing masks, I think was irresponsible. I think it was unfortunate. And somehow I think Buju probably didn't want back that moment there. I don't know why he would have said what he said, but he did. And he would have received great backlash for it. So much so that he, as far as I know, removed the videos that he uploaded on his Instagram page with his rant. Yeah? Strangely, very curiously, is that while telling people not for wearing a mask, Buju Banton has branded masks on his websites for sale. So somebody say Buju no know nothing we are sell on him website. Nobody can sell nothing in a my name on my website that I don't know about. You can't tell me nothing. So nobody come tell me, say you think Buju know what them a sell on him website. You can't tell me nothing. You understand? A man of Buju's stature. You can't sell things on him on website where a man no sanction. So uno dash for that. The situation is that he said some things where, based on the context, even if I say you feel about it, probably say you now wearing a mask still, but I don't know. Gargamel would have dropped the ball upon that one here. You understand? And thing. Buju is a very influential man, whichever way you think about it. As I said, me can't tell you say what is out there, but it would appear that something is out there. Buju youths them are big youths them now. Zane. I have to take precautions for my young children. And them something there. Also, I have a young child at home. So, you know what I think go. Every man choose for themselves. The reality though, the interesting part of it is as much backlash as Buju is getting, he's getting equal or more support for his outburst. And I know that many people have been doing things and saying things, but I never know that so many people were really and truly out there who are not taking this thing seriously. I am very, very surprised by that. Many of us, a man even teach them a sheep, because teach them a wear mask and teach them a this and teach them a that. Right now, brother, I go and continue to be a sheep, and I want to keep our sheep got wool. I want to keep my wool on, cause like Game of Thrones, winter is coming. So I want warm when so you can go and be goat, and me I'll be a sheep for this one. You understand? So me I go sheep out the rest side for time being. You see me? So who want big goat, but a sheep me think the right now. You understand? When you don't know something and you're unsure, it is always better to try and protect yourself than, you know what I mean? And as Mr. Buju, I'm one big man, and we respect Buju on certain levels. You understand? But Buju can come and say, yo, no wear no mask. Me I come and say, yo, no wear no mask. You understand? I think I have a responsibility to my viewers. Zane, Faith, try, and you know what I mean? So until we sure what I go on, I could cover with nose and with mouth, you know. I know some people are bring up the whole oxygen situation and oxygen levels and slowly poisoning yourself with carbon dioxide. I don't like wearing masks. Me not like it, none at all. Zane, but what? Me not know what I go on. Me not sure what I go on. You understand? Esrang say fear is a great weapon. Well, if something unknown, me I go fear it until me can conquer it, fam. So right now, me I go wear a mask. That's all me have to say. So who no want wear a mask, no wear a mask. But me, I go wear a mask. For me, right now, me think me I take too much risks, Zane, and me try to keep the thing on a level. You understand? It's strange though that the Gargamel still a sell mask, despite telling people. I'm gonna check the website today to see if the mask them still there, but they were there up to yesterday. Yeah, cause when I get them screenshot from nobody, I may screenshot them myself. So if you so the popular word these days is you are not enlightened. You understand? Some people learned that word recently and apparently have been putting it into good use. The whole enlightenment thing, and as me I say, teach research David Ikes speak about COVID. But then a one man that against million people are dead family. So then at the end of the day, then what you gonna do said we. as may I say, every man free to decide what them a do. I can't tell a man say to live them life X way. What I can say is to the people them who view my work and support my channel, wanna try until you sure what go on, wanna try protect yourself. And if a mask is one of the tools that can help, then you maybe want to wear the mask there. See? I can tell you for one that this whole vaccine thing, me not in that something from day. Maybe not say that from now. I just not say it like get up and say it like it just never come up. You understand what I say? But at the end of the day, I don't say where a mask I do for hurt me in all honesty. You understand? And until me sure what is what. Because some of the people them attack have no basis. Them hear a man see a thing, them see something over there, so them hear something around there. So they have no firm footing as to what them attack about neither. So a lot of the people them when you see on the internet, I see a bag of things, them too don't know where them attack, so them not sure about nothing neither. Them just hear a little thing and then feel like them going to run with it too. So enough of the people them where attack don't have no basis, not a iota of evidence to support what them attacks either. Them hear a thing or them hear somebody where them think know something, say something, and we get up and we run with it. So I suppose the Spanish flu wasn't real. I suppose cholera wasn't real. You understand what I say? I suppose smallpox wasn't real and yellow fever wasn't real either. I guess right now nothing real. Ross Enigmatic says study to show thyself real. But no man right one study to brother. Who do no research for yourself? Why research you wanna do? So where you study? Where you get it from? Are your work? Are you originate the work? Or are people work you read? Man we can't tell you anything said way. Then me just ask. You see me the pan? So study to show thyself whatever thyself is. See? But what we are study? It's like a man gonna say, yo, read the Bible for X. Then I will write the Bible. A people interpretation of things we read said we. So whichever way we take it, the whole of we in the same basket. None of we don't know what go on. We are guess. So don't come present some things like we are authority on these things. We're not that. You understand what I say? We're not that. Griffith Walters says to teach all people social distancing and wearing masks and still getting in. Yeah, brother, cause you can pick it up off of one surface. Social distancing and wearing masks is just a couple of ways of trying to hold off on the thing. Hold off the thing. But then somebody can carry come give you. You can't touch a surface where you think depend. Mirror that things, you can go in a vehicle and other people in there and you just don't know. So, I don't know the point there go either still. You understand? So right now, the whole of we in the dark. So some man say them enlightened. I don't know where they get the light from. Because the said thing where enlightened, where them say a man right, he said way. Some man with agenda too. So when I say some people are agenda, some of the same things they want to read and listen, agenda them, there's something that to said way. So everybody have them agenda. Oh, you know which agenda is the right agenda. Me just ask, is the agenda war? You feel what I say? So don't come postulate and posit some things like one of the authority upon it, man. You are okay to have your own views upon the thing. That is fair. Zine, but when you come shove down things down people throat like yeah, the art of the research. It's not the art of the research. The people things are gonna read said way. Zine. So this is not for people to live in fear. I guess some people are doing that still. But as I said, I can't tell you say COVID is X or COVID is Y. But it would appear to me that something is out there. Because these hundreds of thousands to millions of people who are dying What kill them? What is killing them? And you are telling me, say nobody from no private lab, no do no autopsy on nobody, and come up with a next reason as to why these people have died. I don't know. But as me I say, as far as me concerned, me I go and wear my mask. You understand what me I say? Me I go and wear my mask. So I just might think that. I'll leave it there. But me not think if you tell people if you don't wear a mask and not sell mask neither. That is disingenuous. You understand? As a matter of fact, that is hypocritical. Yeah, me leave that there, so. Go on. As a matter of fact, I don't know say me did that struggle for find mask. Through my head big like, and then I really make mask of people like me. Me get some mask, like. Then still a squeeze me still, but me I go and beat them. That's the thing there. Yeah. The WhatsApp number always live. No, you can't message me, you know. Me might always get to respond immediately, but I'll try. But me still have message on that phone about a year old, me not get to clear it. Me still a try. Yeah. But as me I say still, yeah man, it is good to research. But remember, so when you research, a man work, you still a research. Everybody in this world have an agenda, it seems like. You understand? And I guess we just decide which agenda we are going to work with, innit? I suppose that is what it is. And thing. Chanel so lovely, then that is your opinion, Empress. I can't shape your opinion of me. You have to do that yourself. I share my view on the matter. If it doesn't align with your view, then so be it. If you share your view and it don't align with my view, so be it. You understand what I mean? No man, no need for delete the message, man. Me good with the message, man. You understand what I say? Remember me a sheep, you know, man. I'm ignorant, you know, because me not agree with certain things. And me not stop wearing my mask right now. So me good with that. You understand what I say? Me and I have been dealing with things like this when I start the channel. So this is not new for me. So I say, yeah man. So me not share your view, me ignorant. Me not see it how you see it, me ignorant. Then everything good with that. Me not know you see with that. Me just go and wear my mask. You understand? If you don't want to wear your mask, you don't wear no mask. That's all me I say. But you can't tell me if you don't wear no mask. Everybody are them one big people. See me, everybody are push an agenda. You understand? Everybody just stick to an agenda. Me don't know where you get the information and feel like you have the authority for anything. Yeah, you see? And then the next thing too, never mind. Me move on. Because people could have vexed her. I know them vexed already if me continue to talk. You see me? Which one over there? I could deal with some other things that affect the country, yeah, sir. Buju, am alright? You understand? Buju youth them are big people, my youth them young. I want to grow my youth them. So if it means that I can wear a mask based on expert recommendation from many countries around the world, or just 1 or 2 or 3. I just go and wear 2 masks. I say what the that I go do right. So I know, yeah, we know a carbon thing will come up and things. As I say, I don't like it, you know. You understand? Zane? Auntie. Yeah. Now, big up to the police officers, them out here fight the thing. I saw a couple of videos. Well, yeah, a couple of videos with police officers. One where somewhere in Sainton, I think, some altercation, you know, police drape up man. Don't know why police keep on doing that still. If you're going to arrest a man, you read him rights and you restrain him and arrest him. I don't know this drape up thing and job thing and pulling and rock tagging thing and them something. I not into that something there. You understand? Having said that, Me not into people a fight police neither. You feel what me I say? So me not agree police are all and pull people. I me not agree with people I try all and pull police neither. The police officers based on their training, if they intend to detain somebody, Zane, and resistance is brought into play, then they should be able to restrain said man, Zane, handcuff said man, and move with said man. Me no know you hand in my waist and a jaw me boxers, and me no into that. You understand? If you are going to arrest me, brother. Having said that again, it is difficult for police officers to execute arrests in these manner, because the first inclination for someone is to fight. And then you have some people who them only want yes a police involved. And police become enemy number one. No matter what the police they want to do, you know. That not important no more, you know. You understand? Police, people are hold on pan police, people are chuck off police face. I see a situation where a Rasta man chuck off a police face. Apparently, I don't know if them say the police lick him in a part of the video, but I never see that. Zane, I see a situation where police are beat one man with bat now, one woman get licked said because apparently it's her son, I don't know. I see a next situation where police hold two brother with them say I broke in a furniture store and thing. Man I say police and feel like the man them because man them broke and hungry and a fool the man them a look. So I keep seeing where people continue to defend criminals in this country when the criminals are not targeting them. But the moment they are exposed to criminality, the police them nah do nothing. And them same one that tell police we let go criminal, you know. You understand? And I fool the man them a look and you know say nothing. That I don't even know. You see me I say? Well, I don't know still. The police them think it rough, but as me I say, just to put it out there, I will never be in agreement with police or all and pull man and basically a wrestle with man. You understand? That can be so dangerous. You see me I say? And then the citizens among us, they are so now socialized, I suppose, to see the police as the aggressor all the time. No matter how the situation start out, you know. Zane and a man we did a bill, you know, until crowd come start make nice, them get very powerful, you know, and start one war police, you know. So Hilton, and when me say every man a criminal, brother. No, me not understand the people that I comments tonight, though. I when me say every man a criminal. I wish my answer, sir. I wish my say it true. I wish camera me there looking. Me not know. If me say that, me sorry, sir, cause I don't know that I say every man a criminal. I could have never said that. But alright, make we move on. As me I say, you know, the police should show some more professionalism in this situation. You understand? I know that it's kind of hard for two police officers to treat with a mass. But if you realize that the situation start get tense, call for back up. You see me I say? Just call for back up. Zane, you know man are supposed to harass you now, brother. You understand? The people them out there, we are all on pan police and I go between police and man. We not go on until someone wanna get hurt in some serious ways. You feel what me I say? So, we not condone the wrongs from the police and we not condone the wrong from the citizens. You see? The police them need to act in accordance with the law and citizens need to act in accordance with the law. Zane? Every man a bad man until police want to lock them up. Then me not understand. Big up to the police them. The hardest job in Jamaica is policing this country. Me not have to be a police to see that, to know that. Me can just imagine. Zane? And yes, some of the police, they make it harder upon themselves because they have some criminal friend run one place, run one part. Some criminal friend, not all of them friend are criminal. Because next thing man go say me and say, oh, every police have criminal friend. Me never say that. Zin? And them cover for some man are involved in some nefarious things too. You understand? And some of them don't treat people with no form of professionalism or politeness. Zin? So, they make them job harder. You understand? We have heard many stories of police being involved in untoward things. So people lose respect for police too. So at the end of the day, peeps, some of the hardships where the police in my face are them created too. We can't go around that, you know. You see me the pan? But apart from that, you still have good police officers out there who are trying to do them job, and the citizens of this country continue to make it hard for them to do their jobs. It is a regular thing now for crowd and fight off police. You understand? Because people get powerful. You understand? I always say, you know, I don't know that these incidents ever need to reach for them there. If the police them arrest your family, you make them do them job and you take whatever course of action you need for do to sort out your thing after. You fighting off the police. Me see down a Senton, them fight until the police them have to let go the man, and then me see them fling stone at the vehicle again and them something there. Like that should have never happen. You see me I say? So crowd now a rescue man. Every man I don't understand. I don't understand still. I try to figure it out, but me can't understand it. Aye, sir. Cops find gun in unoccupied St. James house. We give thanks to that. Teach in a black people to run from beating or fight back from we young. Mother and father. I beat me. I used to try to grab the belt. Yeah, but though there are instances where the police and even try to beat a man and a brother, the police and just try to arrest a man and a man do a thing, you know. You understand? And the aggressiveness from the person who is being detained lead to certain things sometimes. And yes, sometimes the police approach the thing wrong too. And too aggressive too. Me get that still. You see me I say, but brother, at the end of the day, brother, we don't live in a slavery no more, you know. We have to elevate the mind from them days, you know. We have to elevate with thoughts from them time, you know. You understand what I say? So we can't continue to blame slavery, you know, brother. In 1838, all slavery business done, you know. Well, conventionally, but you know, we still live in a mental slavery and still in all sort of slavery still. But you get to me, I say. You understand? So I understand what you say, you know, but we have to go elevate ourselves from that level of thinking there. You understand? That kind of hold we back to, you know. Because we're going to blame that for everything, you know. A long time that top, man. You see? We have to just up and move. The police in St. James have seized one firearm and several rounds of ammunition in Ban Lane. In Ban what? Ban who? Ban where? Paradise Norwood in St. James on Thursday the 22nd of October. Reports from the Montego Hills police are that between the hours of 2:50 p.m. and 3:40 p.m., a team of officers conducted an operation in the mentioned area where an unoccupied house was searched. During the search, a Gunsmoke Enterprise M15 rifle and 15 rounds of ammunition and a mixture of 5.56 and .223 rounds were found buried in the ground at the rear of the premises, wrapped in clear plastic bag. The firearm and ammunition were seized. No one was arrested in connection with the seizure. Investigations continue. Now you say if me did in the police force, you understand? Everybody will live in the house and me lock up. So all if the name did it, somebody have to come there, me I lock you up. You understand? Because you live there. So if you can't give me a code, somebody going to have to give me a code. I'm tired for years of gonna find and nobody no answer. I'm glad when the gun them find, you know. But you find the gun in one yard. Nobody no live there. Then everybody will live there for get a code for the gun and answer. So who want all out, but who somebody got talk. And Marlon Ross, big up yourself in a family. Appreciate the contribution, you know. Seeing? Mr. Davis say we are a rebellious set of people, so we do whatever is against the grain, whether it is right or wrong. Some goes or North American, same goes for our North American counterparts. Yeah. Yeah, man, everybody will live around them, man. I know that kind of sound away, you know. But you say if we do certain things and I take some stringent measures from long time, I wouldn't reach us upon certain levels, you know. Because I know some people in the yard don't know nothing about your gun still, you know. You understand? But what you going to do? You see? You have to just pull some teeth, man. Big up to the police, them. Would-be robber held, firearms seized after shootout in St. Andrew. So you may say, them things here go on. See? It's a police brother you look. It's a serious brother. You understand? Serious police. You see. One man was apprehended and a search is now on the way for another following a reported shootout between police and would-be robbers in a section of St. Andrew on Wednesday. So police reported about 11:45 a.m. 2 armed men on a motorcycle attempted to stage a robbery at the intersection of Old Hope Road and North Avenue when they were intercepted by cops. A shootout reportedly ensued between the police and the gunmen before one of the would-be robbers was held and a Beretta pistol and the motorcycle seized. See by it there? You understand? Them by it there with the whole heap of knives. You understand? The other man, who is believed was injured in the confrontation, managed to escape. Authorities say they are certainly conducting, they were conducting a search to locate the fugitive. I don't know what the situation is yet. Yeah, man, big up yourself and brother. Give thanks. Appreciate the support and the contribution. And here, sir. Big up to them police there. One man get away, but when you catch one and get a gun and get a bike. You understand? Yeah. Progress. And police look like he mean business J. Casted, man. Hey, man, a joke thing with the guy. You understand? A CTAC or a specialized operation. So them name, no, from where you used to be, Mobile Reserve. But a CTAC man, this, huh? I don't know. Tell me now. Tesserine, how you reach on the weather? Where's a Richie? Robbery in a slippers. So now say man them a trick you and assuming you don't even know say this a man you can rob you in a slippers. You understand what I say? How you want the man come in? What about side? The man really went got. Alright, sir. Father Julian, give thanks to the broski. I know me asked you earlier if you somebody has say a sweat, somebody has say you look like CTAC. Oh, cool. I asked you earlier how you feeling. I don't remember if you're something there. If you respond to me. You understand? If you respond and I miss it, give thanks. You see me? Alright, so based on why people must say a CTAC. You see me? Alright. Big up to the police. I hope the next brother turn up at one place. Because they say injured enough, so apparently he probably get shot. I look treatment and then find him like. NCB employee arrested and charged amid internal investigation. So not just what they mean, so NCB she did that, yeah. Lock up she build one big house with some people money run on one part, run on one place. I don't know. A national commercial bank employee has been arrested and charged amid an ongoing internal investigation, the financial institution announced on Tuesday. So in a statement, the bank said, coming out of the internal investigation, it made a report to the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the male employee was identified as a person of interest for questioning. We understand that he has been arrested and charged by the JCF. We will supply further details when we are in a better position to do so, the bank said. So in June of this year, a female operation manager, she's the same one we are talking about, at NCB was charged after allegedly stealing some $35 million from the institution over a 3-year period. 52-year-old Andrea Gordon of a Kingston address was charged on Thursday, June 11, with larceny as a servant following a series of incidents stemming from 2017. Lady, I live lavish. You understand? Lavish. Yes, I am. Aye, sir. Woman and child injured during altercation between taxi operator and police. So we're going back to the same police thing. Boy, I don't know. A 36-year-old woman and their 3-year-old son. 3-year-old son have been hospitalized following an altercation involving taxi operator and the police in Montego Bay, St. James last Sunday. The taxi operator is in hospital under police guard after being shot. He was injured after allegedly pulling a gun on the police. The incident occurred about 4 p.m. on Sunday on St. James Street. It was reported that the police intercepted a vehicle driven by the suspect. He was instructed by the cops to exit the vehicle but reportedly refused. The woman and her son, who were passengers in the vehicle, were attempting to exit the vehicle when the driver sped off. The woman was dragged and thrown from the moving vehicle. Oh, so it wasn't the police them actually injured her. Oh, that rough though. Jaja. Pity she never come out look quicker. Her son was dragged about 50 meters before he fell from the vehicle. It is reported that the police then fired at the driver after he pulled a gun at them. The vehicle, which had bloodstains, was later found abandoned. The driver later turned up at the hospital with a bullet wound. The woman and her son were also hospitalized. I hope that the Empress and her son will be okay. I hope that the injuries suffered were not major. Wow, that must be traumatic. Jaja. Ah, boy. Janu Rasta, Richie say a movie settings. Hanover resident charged for wounding man in gun attack. So the Hanover police have charged 20-year-old Akeem Spence, otherwise called AJ, of Medley District in the parish in connection with a shooting incident in Askenish District. Askenish District. Let me pronounce that correctly. The people them from around Askenish, they don't know about that crucify me. I don't know a place. First me I see a name. Big up on yourself. The police reported about 8:30 p.m. on Monday, the 27th of April. The complainant was traveling along the roadway when Spence allegedly attacked him and fired several shots in his direction, causing injuries to his left leg. An investigation was launched and Spence was arrested on the 15th of October. He was charged for wounding with intent, following a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney on Sunday, the 18th of October. So I'm the illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. After a fish gun in you shoot him? A slingshot in you shoot him like? Hanover, Peter. We have spoken a couple of times recently about the situation where 2 headless bodies were found in the Whitehall area of St. Andrew. So body of headless men found on Plum Lane. Plum what? Plum where? Plum who? Identified. So investigators from the Police Criminal Investigations Branch have identified the 2 men whose headless bodies were recently found in the community of Whitehall Avenue in St. Andrew. The men, well, they are Mark Wellington, otherwise called Blackie, from Maxfield Avenue address, and Leonardo Hendricks, otherwise called Platty, of Q Lane, of Q what? Where? Of a Q Lane address, also in the Maxfield area. Blackie and Platty. Jaja. Investigators believe the men were killed in connection with ongoing gang violence in a section of Maxfield Avenue called Rome. A long time Rome caused problem in there earlier, no? You understand? It is believed that they were lured to the Whitehall Avenue area where they met their demise. The 2 bodies were found with their heads severed at a premises on Plum Lane, which is off Whitehall Avenue, on the 16th of October, which was last Friday. One of the heads have since been recovered. Investigations are continuing. Funny that we are talking about. Alright, probably this is not the time. Never mind. But I talk about one interview we do yesterday. As me there I talk about Nana head. But this is not the time. My apologies. Speaking about interviews, big up to Brian and Tony Gold. The man them with the golden voice. The man them with everything them say so nice. You understand? The man them every song them sing full of spice. You understand? The man them where don't get the love and the ratings what them deserve. Zane, I don't know many people that can sing better than Brian Derek Thompson. You understand? I have interviewed a number of singers and I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't remember many people who can sing like Brian. You know, Tony a big singer too, but Brian vocals, different family. You understand? The man them story, different family. Zane, it was a joy for me to do that interview, despite the fact that they have so many issues. I don't really see the issues them because I try to plaster them over. You understand? Spend hours I try to fix that audio. My mic was so hot throughout that interview. I be a Jaja. But we give thanks to it work out on a level. You understand? I know the interview they want to be like a massive interview because people don't value goodness, you know. You feel what I say? The amount of history in that interview there, the amount of things when the man them revealing in the interview there, every song we ever build a Jamaica, man them sing pan. Every song build a Jamaica and them man them sing pan in a hit. That me I telling you too. Between the 90s and the early 2000s. You understand? Some of the favorite song they want to even know, so then them man they harmonize them tune there. And do all the chorus them and they sing. You man them thing no normal. You understand? I hope they are able to, you know what I mean, take on the road again as Brian and Tony Gold in one of them time in one of them place and thing. True generals them in the army. You understand what I say? It's one of my favorite interviews so far. Zane, for a number of reasons. One, at the first we interviewed two somebody one time. They run a local roadblock and thing, but we kind of grew on them, find some different road like and thing. And it wasn't easy to coordinate that interview to make it flow, seeing a really two journey where we converge, we are capture. So even though the thing converge and a Brian and Tony Gold, remember are two different person. You understand? And a man experience, even though them probably experience the same things, a man experience is different from the next man. You understand? I know a man view something. So on that level, I am very pleased that, you know what I mean, it thing did balance on a level like. You see me? And thing. I would love to stay up teach, but I've worked. Big up yourself and respect us. Give thanks to them. I'm happy to see you get the chance to pass through. Yeah man, get some rest man. Take on the road a morning. Yes, give thanks. Or COVID situation over England there now, brother, before you left. What really are going over there, said we? Alright, so big up Brian and Tony Gold. You understand what I say? Patrick Anthony Morrison and Brian Derek Thompson. Now general. Big up on yourself. And thing. Teach anyone on the live have COVID. I don't know, I don't think so, but I have viewers who are survivors. Big up yourself in Ochi Empire. Big up yourself. And me go say a little thing about the first time I see Ochi Empire on the channel, I come for cuss me, you know. Yeah man, and I think Ochi Empire did all check me one night time, you know. You understand? I mean, I have to make Ochi Empire know. Say, no brother, we don't read that something there. You understand? You have to go fix up that still. And Ochi Empire find out say, yo, we don't really mean no harm when we do certain things, you know. We just share some information. So we don't really to take the thing personal. So him realize and him just, you know what I mean, become part of our family. Ochi Empire, big up yourself. You understand what I say? Yeah man, you know a thing go. Yeah, you don't really do threat things still, but big up yourself, said speed. Normally, some people then block you, but we don't bother do that. Because we realize you don't mean no harm neither. You understand? You're just upset. Seeing, and I was just sharing some info. Big up yourself, my G. Yeah, man. Hey, peace. Make we move on. Clarendon taxi driver again, you know. Yeah, man. Rick Golden, big up yourself. Rick, mark your family. Mark Golden like, me just ask. Teach, no explanation needed. We love all your interview. Give thanks in a Hilton. What me I say is that sometimes you have to just read. For me, this is a family we have, you know. Some more time, you have to just reason with the family. I make them know I go and said speed. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, I work. So respect, because I say I work in a hospital. And it is not good at the moment. That is why the Buju thing, to me, means so much to me. Alright, brother. You understand? I say a word. Just be careful, sir. Zane, and the work we are there now, nobody can pay you for, because if you work in the hospital, I suppose every day you go out there, your life is at risk. But just go and do the do and try to help as many people as you can and protect yourself and your family. Give thanks. You understand? Yeah, man. Bless up every time. Alright, peeps. A Clarendon man who has been arrested by investigators after allegedly abducting a 13-year-old girl and attempting to sexually assault her in an area known as Darkness. Now, let me take off my glasses look a bit, because when me all hear one place named Darkness, I be a Darkness, me all see, you know, because you want to say, then good morning, Miss Brian. Welcome to the interview. Just tell us a few things about yourself. But before you go any further, I'm seeing on your resume here, you are from a community by the name of Darkness. Shed some light on that for me, please. Then she go feel the interview because she me ask her to shed some light on the darkness. She should even know where she go. It's a dark corner she end up in, you know. You don't even know where I'm going, you know. I don't even know. Everything dark. Darkness. Yes, miss, go ahead and shed some light on the community of Darkness for me. Poor lady. A Clarendon man has been arrested by investigators after allegedly abducting a 13-year-old girl and attempting to sexually assault her in an area known as Darkness in Kellits district in the parish on Friday the 16th of October. Accuses 40-year-old Donald Thompson, a taxi operator of Coroner's District in Crofts Hill, Clarendon. Almost a Donald Trump, you know. But never mind. Reports are that about 11:50 a.m., the complainant boarded a car being driven by Thompson. Thompson allegedly pulled off the main road and took the teen to an area where he attempted to assault her, but she managed to escape. The police were summoned and Thompson was pointed out to them. He was subsequently arrested and charged with assault with intent to rape and abduction of a person under 16. His court date is being finalized, the police said. Big up the brave Empress. You understand? She take care of herself. 13-year-old, you know. You can't tell me, say Donald Thompson don't know, say the little Empress a baby. Him know, because him know her. You understand? 40-year-old. Donald Thompson could have been 40, you know. If him did get me when him really young. Yeah, nobody come ask me age now. I say what I say. You understand? When the two no can count, you know, come around here. So like, you know much more than anybody else, you know. So I'm glad so the little Empress was able to fight and, you know what I mean, take care of herself. Now, Donald Thompson. Jaja. And Donald could have youths, you know. Must have youths, you know. So Donald wouldn't want a man take him 13-year-old girl carry on a Darkness. Boy, Donald. It's a Donald thing. Donald Duck, Donald Trump, Donald Thompson. I don't know why. Run a darkness. Kingston teen charged with murder. An 18-year-old Eastern Kingston resident has been charged with murder. The police say Jamali Palmer, otherwise called Ziggy, of Mountain View Avenue, Kingston 2, has been charged with conspiracy to murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. The charges relate to the murder of 26-year-old Siobhan Hall of Mountain View Avenue in Kingston 2 on the 3rd of October. So it is reported that about 8:30 p.m., Palmer went to Hall's house and opened gunfire at him after the man did not meet a demand. I don't know what kind of demand. The police were summoned and Hall was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. So during an operation on Tuesday, the 13th of October, Palmer was arrested. A week later, he was charged. His court date has not yet been finalized. But what me I say now still, me is not a student of the law like that. But if a man go a man yard and him open fire and shoot him and him dead, oh you are charging for conspiracy to murder. No murder, I murder the man. I don't know still. Your law is a fickle old lady, you know. You just never know like. Sir. Shantaya Campbell, good night, Empress. Aspiring DJ gunned down in Spanish Town. So only 5 months after losing her mother, 29-year-old Shauna K. Parks is again in grief after her younger brother, Sion Parks, OC National, was robbed and murdered in Spanish Town, St. Catherine last Friday. I still haven't accepted my mother's death. Now my little brother, oh God, it is very hard for me right now, Shauna K. said. I can't even question certain stuff, but I just ask myself why them kill my brother in cold blood. Him not deserve this. So the Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force said that about 8:30 p.m., persons heard explosions in Quarry Hill, St. Catherine, and summoned the police. Upon their arrival, 23-year-old Parks and another man who is yet to be identified were found with gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where where Parks was pronounced dead. Shauna K. said that his brother barely ventures from his Quarry Hill home. Him not trouble people. Him always inside the house and write music all day, every day. The night him get killed and my father asked him to go buy food. And when we hear the shot, we start call his phone and now get no answer, she said. My father decided to walk out and look for him and only go see him and lay down beside him bicycle. Him not even reach the food shop. Shauna K. said the moniker National is a name seen associated with the entertainment aspect of his life. She said he had dreams of becoming a dancehall artist. My brother loved music. Sometimes in the home, just a make rhythm and a DJ. Then him post them on YouTube because that is how him get his content out. Him go to studio someplace in the community and him go and do recordings. He was a fan of popular dancehall artist Governor, she revealed. He normally wears hair like Governor and he had a special love for him. It was someone he looked, well, it should be he I suppose. It was someone he looked up to, and because he's from Spanish Town too, that played a part, she said. But all of his dreams and everything he wanted just gone so, because he's not here anymore. The Spanish Town police are probing the murder. 2020, year of plenty foolishness. Jaja. Speaking about Spanish Town, since as we out there, I could just circle one place and left. Because, you understand? Extortion racket war surges in Spanish Town. Armed thugs linked to the One Order and Klansman gangs are once again jostling for control over the lucrative extortion racket in the bus park and surrounding businesses in Spanish Town, leading to a flare-up of violence in the capital that has claimed 5 lives in the past week. So over the weekend, there was a double murder in Quarry Hill, we just talked about, across from Lime Tree Grove, where an unidentified male and a 23-year-old male identified as Sian Park, OC National, were killed by persons unknown. The CCU confirmed the shooting. The individuals were found with gunshot wounds in a lane in the community. The incident happened about 8:35 p.m. Both deaths are related, so apparently the other person who got shot died. It happened only minutes apart, a representative told Loop News. So the police source said that there may be new, highly motivated players in the extortion racket. The uptick in violence comes from new persons competing for control of the bus park. The extortion business in the area, it is Klansman against Klansman, and the One Order gang is involved as well, the source said. So last week, there was a high noon murder when a 28-year-old man, Kevin Lewis of De La Vega City, was shot and killed by unknown assailants. So reports from the Spanish Town police are that about 11:55 a.m. Lewis was standing on the roadway when he was approached by armed men. They opened fire, hitting him in his upper body. And the police were summoned. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Lewis was reportedly involved in various roles in the transport industry in the town. On Tuesday, another man was killed as armed gangs invaded the town in the morning. There was then a lull in the violence until 3 more were killed over the weekend. Now, according to the police, members of the notorious Klansman gang in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, has been raking in $1.8 million weekly from extorting mainly business owners and transport operators. The remarkable disclosure was made earlier this year at a press conference called by the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation branch CTOC of the JCF. So head of CTOC, Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP Bailey, told members of the media at CTOC's Orange Street offices that the men, based on calculations, are collecting $85 million annually. This is from loader fees, bus drivers, taxi drivers, other businesses, and protection, among other things. They are required to pay extortion fees, ACP Bailey explained when asked to give a breakdown of the weekly figure. Police probe broad daylight killing of Bobo in Mobile. The St. James police are probing the circumstances surrounding the shooting death of a man in broad daylight in Montego Bay, St. James on Monday. So the deceased has been identified as 21-year-old Menleki Walters, otherwise called Bobo, of a Norwood, Montego Bay, St. James address. Now, according to reports, the police were alerted by residents about 12:45 p.m. that explosions were heard coming from a section of Montego Bay. Upon their arrival, the police discovered Walters' body lying on Strand Street with what appeared to be gunshot wounds. He was later pronounced dead upon arrival at hospital. No motive has so far been established for the killing. Like how we don't have Mobile, they make a grown on one next part and left. Business operators are now fearful as murders continue in Mobile. So residents and business operators in Montego Bay are raising concerns over the ongoing bloodletting in and around the second city as gunmen continue their murderous rampage. At least 4 persons were killed on the Heroes Weekend and leading into yesterday afternoon. The latest victim, Malaki Bobo Walters, so them spell him name different in an article up there, so Zane, as me don't tell a film story. Despite celebrating that the parish had seen a reduction in murders in September, with 85 recorded since January, coming down from 105 last year, the police were called to 5 murder scenes over the past 4 days. The string of murders began with a young man being shot from his motorcycle in the community of Hurlock. This was followed by 2 separate incidents on Saturday, claiming the lives of 44-year-old Aldin Cameron, a vendor of flankers who was gunned down along Hart Street, and 25-year-old Jaheim Grant, who was also cut down in Montego Bay. On Sunday, gunmen also fatally shot 45-year-old Leonard Murray in the Barretttown police area. Mobile people, them not even afraid for COVID again. A gunman, we have to look out for you now, brother. Said Brenda, a vendor in the second city, who said that everybody afraid for walking a mobile because a pure man a shoot after a man downtown. She related how she had to make a dash for her life after gunmen killed 21-year-old Akeem Barrett, OC Chino, over a week ago, wounding 2 female sex workers in the process. I just want to me have to run for my life after them kill another youth from Norwood and shoot 2 prostitutes right beside me. And today again, me have to run for my life after them come back and come shoot another man from Norwood, the frightening vendor said. Boy, vendor, ya, Jaja. Empress, be careful. Several business persons in the Strand Street and Church Lane areas of downtown Montego Bay said they were also operating in fear due to the recent upsurge of murders in the downtown area of Montego Bay. So at least 92 people have been murdered within the parish of St. James since the start of the year. Norwood, no good. Big up to all of the law-abiding, respectable citizens from Norwood. Big up on yourself. But you're saying no good, like. You understand? And I want to tell you, and I ain't make no trouble, you know. I just say, as far as I can recall, Norwood, Flankers, Glendevon, Salt Spring, the whole of them community there, them volatile communities there, fall within the constituency of the current Minister of National Security. But I ain't make no trouble. Zane, all I want to say before I drop asleep, right now sleep out for kidnap me. You understand? Is that if you have a Minister of National Security who is MP for one constituency that is constantly seeing murders upon murders, I don't know. Say, is the best Minister Security that? But I know I make no trouble. You understand? It's as me always says, me now as a teacher, seeing, if me can control my class, you understand, and run off my class them, then how me if I try become a principal if I try run off his school? Then that don't make no sense. You understand? You can't run a class, so you go run a school. When a school full up a class, like. You understand? Plus you have to go deal with teacher and all of these people. I don't know if is he a medical doctor or is doctoral studies him. You know, I'm not sure. I don't sure what Sir Chung do, you know, if you tell you the truth. You understand? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. For some strange reason, I think him is a medical doctor though. I could be wrong. I mean, I say, Mr. Chang have the answer to all of the questions, you know. But Mr. Chang constituency, man, he can't, I don't know. Father Larry Burke said he's a medical doctor. All right, there you go. See? So, Jaja, it's rough. Think the reality is that Mr. Chang I deal with one situation where they a long time, you know. But it dirty tough here, sir. It's that me I say. Boy, Father Gregory, I ain't make no trouble, you know. You understand? All me I say is that a man who a Minister of National Security and is a MP in constituency can't continue as a Rasta. You understand? Cause first thing. But then again, I suppose him good as go try clean up the constituency and then nobody vote for him again neither. Jaja. Oh, Gregory says he's a doctor. Yeah man, so somebody says he's a medical doctor. Oh, he has a clinic also. Okay. Yeah, don't know Rasta. I don't know. But just like how I always say, you can't be Minister of Water and Housing and no pipe water in your constituency. I see that with my own eye before, you know. Run a Glengoff someplace. Run out there and donkey race for Independence Day. I be a donkey round there can water. That's why they have so much donkey can race. And then time they did Robert Pickersgill constituency and him did Minister of Water and Housing. You understand? And a donkey can water around there from some spring. That means tell us the amount of donkey around there have 3, 4, 5 different donkey race. And then I see them donkey them. A whole heap of donkey. You understand? And I see it for myself. See? And that was about 2016, 2015, 2016. There about. You see? You should be Minister of Housing and one housing development in your constituency for your constituents' benefit. And we're not talking about thief money and go build things. And we're talking about do the thing the right way and channel the thing. You are now in a position where you can channel the thing and your people then benefit from the thing. That me I say. Me not say if you go, you understand what me I say? Go deal with the thing in a hanky-panky way. You understand? You can't be a Minister of Education and school chart in your constituency. Then me can't see through that. You see? You can't be Minister of Health and a couple health centers now in your constituency. That don't make no sense. Anyway can stop war, Malik. Anyway can stop war. Anyway can stop war. I say anyway can stop war. Is there a will to put a stop to the war? You understand? Yeah, my son out there in the living room and sneeze. True word, daddy. Anyway can stop war, brother. You see me? But, I could move on, yeah, sir. Teacher, like my friend go pork pit and them only have chicken. That was funny. God, say war can't stop. The war can't stop, man. Brother, World War 1 tap, you know, and World War 2 tap, you know. Then what you mean say the war can't tap? If one war where the whole planet, you know, tap 2 different times, then why that can't tap? The American Civil War tap. The 100 years war tap. You know how much years? 100 years and it tap. Every war can stop, man. But who is it benefiting for the war to continue? The war can't stop. Alright, man, them not tell me say war can't stop. But me not believe say war can't stop in a Marland. Big old man thing, you know. You understand? Every war can stop, brother. Let me say World War them top. That's a political war. But brother, there can be no greater war than a political war, you know. Politics run the world, you know. Say if a politics war, world war, and it top. Brother, if a man them serious enough boy war if it top, it can't continue. Yeah, me get that enough. Me get that enough, Marlon Ross. So, but then you have to go deal with the thing, Rasta. You have to go make some decisions. Yeah, man, me know I'm a deputy prime minister as well. Me know so there's a business in the crime thing, you know. Blessings, Tariq McNabb. And all of the people in our bellies. Give thanks. You see it? War can't stop, just like slavery. Yet the boss, big up yourself. War can't stop, man. You see, let me show that thing. Show that thing. One of my favorite quotes in this life is that if you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. So whatever you think, you're right. See, but you think one way, so you're right. But if you start think one next way, you're right too. And not only that, you know the next quote say, your mind can make a hell of heaven or a heaven of hell. You feel what I say? So, anything in this life is possible, man. Gaza still I say war can't stop, daddy. You understand? Jamaica no big place like that. If you right people, them want the war to stop, the war have to stop. If you cut off the money line to the war have to stop. You see him? Teach if a man kill someone for you, then so yeah, so just small answer because somebody kill somebody for me, so kill back somebody. That no must be the case, you know, because somebody would then kill for me good as a criminal too. You understand? And a long time I tell him to come out of your foolishness and in a year. Brother, a whole heap of things to it things. You feel what I say? What I say? A whole heap of things to the things. And as I say, if a global war can come to an end, them look war they down there, so a full war them there. Them can't stop. But we are tell ourselves so them can't stop. But them can't stop, man. Anything we start can't stop, man. From the start, it can't stop. It's just how to put a stop to it. Yeah, me get that, you know, Mansa, me get that. But that me that tell you now, cut off the money. Cut off the man, them head where I spend the money. You understand what I say? And some of them want the way I go on to them place and they don't money war neither. I saw an idiot. I heard up and down I kill them one another over turf and all sort of things. A man this a man, a man this a man. Some little thing, a man gun miss and all sort of crap. It's strong, say, many different wars here. But as me I say, anything we ever start can have an end. And it starts somewhere, it can end somewhere. See, I will not subscribe to the fact that the war can't stop. You feel what I say? No for the man them, as Adam said, I do some cruel look at you them. Them not even bad. You see? Do some cruel look at youth with some guns and some money. Ask God to Mr. Adams. You see him? But some of the viewers must say war can't stop still. But as me I say me can't. War head when the sun burn earth. Alright, Marlon, yeah, say still. You understand? But people, that story, I didn't even read the story and I say the title. I'm saying no, I not read the story. I want a natural reaction to that story. See? Them love war because them get ratings and girls like them. It's a culture thing. Teach, it can't stop when everybody dead. I still not agree with that. Thing can't stop. You understand? You have communities who use exchange hostilities in this country and choose call and the thing up on a level. You understand? The thing can't stop, man. Believe me, I tell you, it can't stop. See? The resistance to stopping it are going to be great, you know. Don't get me wrong, you know. But you can't crush any insurrection, man. If you have the will and the patience, any insurrection can be crushed. Any uprising can be crushed. You understand? You see me? And You create social programs and give the youth them a next option. I mean, enough of the youth them don't want to work still. That's why foolishness will continue. But then, the more options the youth them have is the more options the youth them have. You see me? Civil war required, but who is the enemy? Well, that said, me want the war to stop. You understand? So probably me there speaking of hope. Me I speak for myself. Me want the war to stop. You understand? But if the war pass for 100 years, 100 years of peace, that you know, me take that. You understand? When you listen to that story, man dies after getting boxed. Dispute over $100 debt turns deadly at corner shop. David Reed, a jovial tailor who loved his rum, died a terrible death last Friday after he was boxed to the ground, allegedly by a teenager who was engaged in an argument with a shopkeeper in Pisgah, a community located some 30 minutes from Newmarket in St. Elizabeth. Reed, 68 years old, who is known as Bull, reportedly intervened in a dispute between the teenager and the shopkeeper, who was trying to get the youngster to pay her $100 for a bottle of water he had purchased. According to the Newmarket police, the teenager told the shopkeeper that he had already paid the money to her nephew, but the elderly woman demanded that she wanted her payment. Reed, who was reportedly under the influence of alcohol, intervened and instructed the teenage boy to pay his bill. It is alleged that the furious youngster hurled a bottle at the now deceased. The missile missed its mark. It is further alleged that the youngster approached Reed and shouted at him to keep out of his business. He reportedly then landed a vicious box to the face of Reed, who fell to the ground and hit his head on the pavement. He died at the scene. $60 years is a long time, DeAndre. I'll take a 60 years peace in Jamaica. I'll take a 60 years standoff. You understand? Yeah. Reed's elder brother Abraham, who was with his brother when the incident occurred. Me say, me and Bull stand up outside the shop, and even when the little fuss a go on, me stand up and talk to some other man. Me shock as me turn me back, the boy box down my brother, Abraham said. Until now, me can't believe what really take place, Abraham said as he sat on his brother's veranda in disbelief. I think of the brother this. When I think, yeah. I may have a picture with the elder who died, you know, but I never remember it. Bull not trouble people. Him just do him little tailoring and drink him rum. If him tell the boy to pay the woman for the water, him not have to box him for that. All him should do is pay him bill and cool himself. Reed's younger brother, Nehemiah, who operates a cook shop in the community, said that just minutes before the incident, his brother stopped by his shop and informed him that he would sew some buttons and a pants for him the following day. My brother was a jovial person. Him have him 3 children and him love who him love. And there's a man who love him rum bad. Now Deputy Superintendent Leroy Minot said that the youngster is in custody but has not been charged. So the matter is being investigated. What will happen is we will record statements from witnesses and submit a file to the clerk of court of the parish for a ruling. Miss Millicent Thomas, teach, going to bed. I have to get up early to cook and go do me early voting. I wonder who Miss Millicent to vote for. Alright, Auntie Millie, take care, be safe out there. You understand? And do the right thing. Eh. I know who Miss Millie a vote for, and she not tell me, you know. But me know. And me know her, you know. It's a wise lady. You understand? Wise people do wise things. Eh. Nobody tell them neither Miss Millie. They make them go and then go vote themselves. No. I don't know if the youth did pay the lady nephew or not. Zane, he must know the elder, Bull. He must know that Bull is a man where, you understand, normally under him spirit. And if Bull even say something to him, probably Bull just say it out of being drunk. You fling something after the man. You know lick him. Then you walk up to the man and box down the big man. The big man, you know. Well, according to the article, never touch you. You understand? It's not the box kill the elder, you know. It's when him drop and lick him head on the pavement. More than likely, that is how he died, you know. I see the other day, one 63-year-old lady and her grandson have an altercation, and the grandson friend stab her to death. And then stab up her husband and her son. You understand? No, over $100. One bills, you know. One bills. One man dead. One youth in a custody, though he has not been charged. Jaja. Put an angel over me. Be strong. Well, a firm meditation. One day, things must get better. Don't you go down. Keep your head above the water. One day, things must get better. Eh. Big up Gargamel again there. Yes. Eh. Jaja. Now I spoke at length about my disappointment in what is going on within the army and army men being involved in some serious things recently. Sunday night I talk about it, or Friday night, one of them night. Zane, what me feel we talk about it again? I saw an article where kind of encapsulate what I think about in my head. Unbelievable. Rolling JDF nightmare, not necessarily a reflection of a breakdown in trading, says Clayton. Remember I was asking the question, is it that to fill the need of the SOE, to fulfill the needs of the SOEs and put more boots on the ground, the stringent protocols and procedures surrounding recruitment and training within the JDF have been relaxed to facilitate same? I ask the question. I mean, it's a natural question. Is the level of training the same level of training that used to be administered 15, 20 years ago? When army men were seen as disciplined people? But Clayton said, you know, with 3 events in recent times leaving the Jamaica Defence Force with a black eye. And a black eye. Black eyes. Swell jaw. Bust forehead. Bleeding ears. Bleeding nose. And then all sort of things. You understand? There is increasing public concern over the effect the incidents will have on the army's reputation. The most recent incident took place in the form of a domestic dispute, which saw a JDF corporal of a Portmore St. Catherine address reportedly physically assaulting his wife after discovering contentious photos and videos in her phone. The soldier also reportedly fired 2 shots from his private firearm in his wife's direction, but she was unharmed. The soldier was taken into custody and the weapon seized. This follows the drug bust involving the 2 JDF corporals who were caught transporting a large quantity of ganja in an army vehicle in Goshen, St. Elizabeth, 4 hours after pulling out of the army headquarters in Kingston. The soldiers were held and 2 guns, which were not army issued, seized after a chase and gunfight with cops. A high-level probe is on the way to determine whether other soldiers were involved in the illegal drug operation. Last Friday, a soldier who also reported to have stabbed another during a confrontation at the JDF Sub-Park Camp headquarters was also reported. Yeah? Security expert Robert Finzi-Smith said that he was astonished by the sequence of events, describing it as unfortunate. Nidia, what go on? I am absolutely speechless. The JDF is supposed to be the last bastion of discipline and decency in the country, said the former army man. It is highly unfortunate that these incidents are happening, especially in the short time frame that they all seem to be happening. Anthony Clayton, a professor in sustainable development at the University of the West Indies, Mona, said that with thousands of soldiers in the army, it was not surprising that such incidents would occasionally arise. However, he said it was particularly concerning that soldiers appeared to be colluding with the criminal underworld to traffic illegal drugs. According to Clayton, the incidents are not necessarily a reflection of a breakdown of values or training within the military. The army does a pretty amazing job in terms of training and discipline. I think so. The training has actually been upgraded and improved, yeah? But it is inevitable that from time to time you will have things like this happening. Nothing in life is 100%. You understand? Like you are them or the man them say can't tap. A guy having an argument with his wife can happen anywhere, anytime. That is true. The drug bust is much more serious. I understand that a number of soldiers were involved. There is no way back for them. This is a criminal operation within the army, and the army will be absolutely unforgiving about things like this. Especially, the 2 of them got into a firefight with the police. Unbelievable. That is against all the discipline and the training. I have spoken at length about how I feel about these situations. I have spoken at length how I feel about the military and how I view the military. But you have to question certain things. You have to hope that these things are sporadic and some of them will not happen again. You would hope. It thing rough still. I have always seen the army as an institution that instills discipline, and army men operate differently. Zane, as myself, on the day regular, you know me feel about the army. Some of the most gruesome murders are done by military personnel. The data would support that statement indeed and thing. But with that said, some of the most disciplined men who me know are either former army personnel or still in the military. You understand? So the thing is that with military training, sometimes people do certain things where really and truly gruesome, as Zan say, and thing. And Triple Bro Records give thanks. But the man them up a camp and down a Manig and down a Paradise Park and up a Newcastle and the rest of place them. The country I look to, no, especially in these times where criminals are so brazen and bold to stand with law-abiding citizens, not join the ranks of criminals. You understand? We need no Rasta. The country need no. You understand? The job want to sign up for need no. So them look foolishness to me says, man and man go have things. But then soldier sub soldier in a back. Then a soldier business that. You understand what I say? It's wrong, so we need a rest. Boy, it's ranks. Why? You have to do the work when you sleep, yeah, sir. You can't do the work when you're sleeping, you know. But me understand what you say, brother. A couple of years ago, them lock up some soldiers in Jonestown selling guns. Yeah, man, from time to time, the soldiers, them do some foolishness. Saying, but them foolishness are rapid. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, and boy, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, we need a reset. Oh, I think it's a rest. Oh, my name. Sorry, bro. Right now, probably me need a rest. You see me there asleep. You understand? Patel, blessings. Alright. Famous last words. We have nothing to hide. The last one me said that I will read. We welcome probity. Those were the words. And we will allow investigators to do their work. But we have nothing to hide. We have nothing to fear. We welcome probity. Aye, sir. Nah, I'm in no trouble still. We have nothing to hide. Information roadblock thwarts Auditor General's UDC probe. The Urban Development Corporation, and then I say UDC have nothing to hide, and it's just a famous last words. That's all me I say. The Urban Development Corporation has declared that it has nothing to hide after the Auditor General's department altered an audit because of problems getting information. If it look like a duck, it walk like a duck, and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a chicken that try to behave like a duck too. I'm going to give you a break. You understand? The UDC, the country's main urban and rural development agency, which manages billions...
Sorry, I don't know that, but I do have a skill you might like.
Alexa, friend.
It's called urban... Sorry, I don't know that, but I do have a skill you might like. It's called Urban Legends. Want to try it?
Yes.
Okay, here's Urban Legends. Dream School. According to legend, if you don't forget this story within a week, it will happen to you. So if you're worried about being cursed, ask Alexa to stop. One night, a boy had a dream about a school. It was a school he didn't recognize, and as he wandered the halls, he became increasingly unsettled. The hallway he walked down was a continuous loop, always bringing him back to where he started. He climbed stairs only to find himself back on the first floor. The school was a maze he couldn't figure out, and as he started to become scared, he heard the sound of footsteps behind him. The sound was faint and far away, but instinctively, he ran. The footsteps got closer and closer.
Alexa,
he found an
stop. Jaja. Alright, so which one we there now in that? Yeah. The UDC, the country's main urban and rural development agency, which manages billions in state assets, falls under the Andrew Holness run Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. The audit report has been suspended due to outstanding information from the UDC related to audited financial statements. Let me read that again and read it slowly. Don't listen to what I go on around here. The audit report has been suspended due to outstanding information from the UDC related to audited financial statements 1, annual reports 2, valuation reports 3, as well as a transfer of lands to the Jamaica North-South Highway Company 4, stated July 6 post on the Auditor General's Department website. Under the Constitution, the Pamela Monroe Ellis headed department is entitled to have access to all books, records, returns, and reports of all government bodies. The Auditor General explained that it was doing a performance audit to find out how many of its recommendations from the 2012 report, we need to go read the report there now, have been implemented, and to examine how effectively the UDC has managed its assets to ensure viability and cooperation. Well, the viability of the cooperation. The information hurdle is mainly because of a tremendous backlog, quote, tremendous backlog, in the completion of annual reports for the corporation itself and some of its subsidiaries stretching back to 2012, said UDC Chairman Ransford Braham. I'll also have you know that Ransford Braham is a government senator. Alright? He told the Gleaner yesterday that the outstanding documents would be ready within 6 months. Many of them now have been updated and submitted to our parent ministry. We are not quite up to date as yet, but we have set up a special team to address them, Braham said. Whatever the law requires us to do, no doubt we will do it, said the government senator, referring to laws including the Public Bodies Management and Accountability Act, which mandates the submission of annual reports and audited financial statements within 4 months of the end of the financial year on the 31st of March annually. We are not hiding anything, he said, admitting that on the face of it, it appears bad, but we are not as bad as it used to be. Wow, it was worse than this. Then it wasn't rock bottom, that was below the rock. You understand? I mantle that did there. The man said it used to be worse. Yes, Rasta. So annual reports up to 2015-2016 for the UDC have been tabled in the House of Representatives, and details from the last report show the agency with assets of $50 billion. Now, former opposition PNP Senator Dr. KD Knight, I don't know where Dr. come from this up, who was UDC chairman from April 2012 to March 2016, said up to his departure, annual reports were up to date. Now, Audrey Sewell, permanent secretary in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, said Holness was not aware of the issue and that she would be seeking an update on the situation. Two of the island's anti-corruption watchdogs have expressed alarm at the development. You don't say. We need to recall that in 2019, the UDC recorded $626 million in capital expenditure. Secrecy in the divestment process compounds the lack of oversight. Continuing this opaqueness means the public has no idea of the criteria determining who is getting what and on what basis, said Professor Trevor Monroe, Principal Director of the National Integrity Action. Jeanette Calder, Executive Director of the Jamaica Accountability Meter Patrol, said poor telling her, said the issue is disturbing, especially given the constitutional role of the Auditor General. The UDC board reports directly to the Prime Minister, placing the weight of his troubling lack of accountability squarely on his shoulder, she said. When the government's own chief auditor is refused access to accounts and documents, despite her constitutional right, there is a cause for alarm. All the police and Paula reaching at this door, DeAndre, and the Auditor General report didn't even file it. Then me not understand that. Somebody reports it into the police. Me don't know. Me not get the part there. I see him, sir. For about 4 years, no report never come from over Caribbean Maritime University, you know. Hello? No annual report. No nothing. No nothing. Because school never did a keep over there. You know see what go on? You understand? And as somebody hear some man say, we have nothing to hide. We welcome full probity. That was the word. Probity. No, the Auditor General, who has a constitutional right to ask if all toilet paper, you not give a document. Interesting. Why are there no reports? Are we covering something? Are we trying to cover something? See him? Mr. Braham said them now nothing for hide. He must say right now it's better than it used to be. While KD Knight said up to when him left, all reports were up to date. So, here we go again. And remember now, this is not a ministry of energy where you have a minister of energy where it will fall upon, or education or health. This is under the Ministry of Job Creation and Economic Development. You know who for portfolio that? Yeah, but the DPP office not charge people for corruption, family. The police charge people for corruption. DPP prosecute case. Alright? So let me put that out there. See? Interesting. Listen to this. Among the UDC's major projects are the development of downtown Kingston and Port Royal and the establishment of a government campus at the National Hero Circle, where a new parliament building is to be located. Approximately $2.97 billion in revenues and a net profit of $265 million for the fiscal year are noted in the 2020 to 2024 plan. Just $265 million with so many assets, which highlighted squatting and land divestment without strategic acquisition as threats. In the 2012 report, the Auditor General highlighted a number of corporate governance failures, financial challenges, and internal control deficiencies that impair the UDC's ability to manage effectively and efficiently the resources under its control. Now, this reeks of something of the past. But 6 months, the Auditor General have to wait for a document to be ready from a government entity. 6 months. Half a year. You know much things can be done. No cap. I'm not sure who is that. That name doesn't ring a bell. The only Suckdale people them I know about are the people them were there at St. Thomas where about 6 of them were killed by I don't even remember what that brother the name. Him one of the one where they get beat down at security post 11. Or security post 12 or security post 30. One security post one at a time. This have a bad stench. I don't know what kind of rubbish them burn over there, but the scent we are emanating from over there, it don't smell good. From over UDC part there. I remember say UDC was also in some controversy surrounding some misappropriation of funds and thing round a Dungy, you know. Black Mamba says I think Ruela my best friend. If Ruela did my best friend, man, me beat him up, man. Me I tell you the truth. Because you couldn't be my friend and I do them foolishness there. You understand? Jano. UDC. Make we see now. Make we see. So watch out now, peeps. Government shelling out $200,000 per house sitting. Not government money, you know, because government not no money, you know. Taxpayers' money. It has cost the government more than $200,000 for every sitting of the House of Representatives at the Jamaica Conference Center in downtown Kingston since mid-September, according to information requested from the House of Parliament. With 4 sitting of the lower house, including the start of the new session of Parliament in September, the government has had to shell out more than $800,000 to date for the meetings at the center. Yeah? Rosie, you know your accountant. A decision was made by the government to have sittings of the lower house at the conference center in light of the Ministry of Health's social distancing protocol to prevent the spread of the COVID-19. The Jamaica Conference Center is operated by guess who? The UDC. Who knew? Leader of government business in the House of Representatives, Edmund Bartlett, told members of the lower house last week that the renovation work was scheduled to start after the Heroes Weekend. As you are aware, we have been utilizing the Kenneth Ratcher Room for much of this month, and I am to advise the House that work on Gordon House reconfiguration will commence just after the Heroes Weekend, and we hope to be back there by the middle of November. The House leader told his parliamentary colleagues last week. So it cost $208,096 to rent the Kenneth Ratcher Room for the new session of Parliament and the swearing-in ceremony on September 15. Each subsequent sitting of the House of Representatives cost $204,725. So almost $1 million in under a month. In just about a month. Taxpayers' money. You understand? African Queen, good night, Empress. See? Nell, blessings. What good? Me nah say Parliament not for keep, you know. Could have never said that. You understand? But Jaja. And reconfiguring the Parliament now when you're supposed to go relocate part. Boy, I guess that I forgot. I don't know. $200,000 of every meeting is a lot of money. Is that me think? When many children are unable to attend classes because they don't have no device. And the country business have to go on, and I say no. You understand? Set up one tent up Vale Royal, the man, on the land, like. One big tent, so everybody can hold under there. You know, you can't put AC in a tent them these days. The tent them I take. You understand? The 800,000 they couldn't provide a lot of resources. You see? Chano. Yeah, man, for one big play field, one big land, brother, one nice tent, like, we now say if you get a shabby tent, get a nice tent and, You know what I mean? Deal with the thing properly. It's a temporary thing. The money there could not help some youths. You understand? Enough youths me know. Me have 3 youths in one of my class right now who don't have a good don't have a good device. You see? One youth all make me know say, sir, you know, Scott, I not see him couple days. Good look at youth in my 4th form class. First me I teach a youngster because I never teach him in grade 9. See, but good youth, you can say a good youth. Very quick as well. And me I say bro, Zane, let me say a class about 2 days. And I say, sir, you know, so I couldn't come to class because I don't have no device. So I say, you there a class. So I'm saying, no, I want my friend lend me a device, sir. But I can't come to class Monday, you know, because I'm going to need the device Monday. Zane, so I've been trying to get a device for him. You understand? That's what I think there. Zane, 2 of me, you know, one of my grade 11 groups, so 2 grade 11 groups me have. One of the class, 2 of the youths them have no device like. So right now, it's 2 system where I now use, me I clean up and push out because I just saw the thing set. You see me? And we have 200,000 at a meeting. You understand? When 200,000 I couldn't buy a couple tablets well. And I like an iPad Pro, yeah, buy give youths them. See? And one of the next thing, me hear the question I ask one press conference why you don't lift a GCT or import tax off certain electronic devices, seeing that there is such a great need. The Prime Minister said that them facilitate the distribution of how much 1,000 tablets already so that for them we have, you know, subsidizing certain things and them something. Thing rough. One next thing again before I go, I kind of hear a few more sounds that get louder and louder about face-to-face schooling. Zine? And one of the claim is that many students are not being engaged online because them can't access. But the reality is that I don't know if them nothing about it. When school open, half of the youth them still now come to school. Zine? Half of the youths them now come to school. Because 1, some parents now go send them youth out of them yard. 2, some parents just have the resources to send them youth now. Because many of the parents them get laid off or lose them job or them business closed down. It thing rough. What me think is that if we use this year to get our telecommunication and learning platforms down pat, you understand? Troubleshoot, fix things. And when you reopen school face to face, it is a blended approach. So you still interface with the youths them like that, you know. But still, some of the learning go online said way and things, so you have build for the future. So in the event that one next COVID type situation come about, we now run up and down like headless chicken. You understand? Instead of breaking our neck trying to put back teachers in front of students and students in front of teachers. Yes, me understand like for the CSEC youths them and the practical areas, you know, you have subjects where the youth them have to do practicals, you know, your food and nutrition, electrical, installation, them things there. You understand? So the youths them are going to need some hands-on time. I don't know how you facilitate that. We couldn't do it like how we did do it leading up to CXC, where you have a situation where the grade 11s them alone go in and a stagger situation. Some youth come in the morning, some come in the afternoon and vice versa. You understand? So I understand the need, but every youth don't need to go back to school. Because I can't tell you this and I write it down. You see, when if school ever open back face to face, the COVID numbers will skyrocket. Why? Because if you want a virus or an infectious disease to break out, expose school children to it. it is never a good idea. Boston was one of the first states to reopen school. Well, today they regret doing that. No, they have to close every classroom again. Brother, that me the rush, me not understand the rush. Me don't understand the rush. See, one at a time, them did I say all children in Florida have to go back to school. Now for my daughter. Before so she stop going to school. You understand? And I go sell buckle and banana chips and bag juice for she have private tutor. Me I tell you. See, especially at the primary school level, no matter what kind of distance rule they have and the youth them a go share things, them a go youths are youths. Me understand so some of my parents them want to get the youths them out of the thing. You see me that one? They want to get rid of the youth them out of the house. Some parents are there wits end. So I babysitter them want you know, but you understand the babysitter them they want to. You see the thing rough. See me hear the Prime Minister I say some things and me are listening keenly, you know, but you know. Me hear the Minister of Education I say some things and me are listening keenly, you know, she not sure, you know, she don't know neither, you know. And me I say, you know, see what I want to go on there, so. So in my head now, me I look at me and say, alright, here what them gonna do, you know about like, Christmas time when everybody I celebrate. And not to pay no attention to the thing. Yeah, yes, at school, I open back January. I hope I'm not but that's how my maths sit out. But as I say, with the grade 11s, and I am willing, as I was before now, Zane, for interface with my grade 11s them. Because I teach geography. And the reality is that you can do so much and know much more and know more in the online settings. You understand? Some things you have to dead with the youth them for deal with the thing. Right now all SBA, because we're not doing the SBA field trip, you know. Because normally we didn't start with SBA from grade 10. So I would take them on their field trip from about April, May. See? And I get my first job on my SBA by June before they go up on holiday. I mark it up and give them back. Then go fix it over holidays. September again, I want my thing. You understand? None of that not go on because school lock from March, you know. So right now all the SBA thing I need to know that I go, you know. I mean, see them a chat a bag of things, you know, because I see one article with them released today. Say all the discrepancies in SBAs and all sort of and them going to moderate all SBAs. I don't even know what them up to there, you know. You see it? So right now we think rough. Trump say young people are immune to the disease, but Trump immune to sense. So everything good. You understand? Eh. So I think are rough. But me I see a time I come where you go hear say school have to go open back. And I am suspecting that decision is not going to be made weighing all the pros and the cons in a sensible way, but that decision will be made to say, hey, we have reached a stage where schools have reopened, so the thing not so bad, so we can open the economy as well in a gradual way. Because if the youths them out, parents can go back to work. If the youths them out, it shows say, yo, we are learning to live with the virus, as they say. Eh? Me don't know about that something. As me I say, grade 11, me understand. And I am willing to do what I can to treat with that. But for the whole school now, I mean I tell you, come here and watch them, you know. Round one corner, round and some, and then you see me round here, and then I listen to them like true, yeah, so. And then you even know, so me I listen to them, you know. Me I listen to them, and I see, and that you know I see around there. Alright. So, them need to be wise. Let us not hasten in a foolhardy way. You understand? Let us not, in pursuit of whatever we in pursuit of expose our children unnecessarily. Remember, you know, enough parents though have a vehicle or public transportation and youth them take. You understand what I say? What in the best of time, we never seen that some of school bus them. They look up minibus them like 40 odd people in some of them. All 3 people in a lap. Lap, then lap. So they 3 people. You understand? When them doctor you load them bus and then driver you load them bus, I work, you know. Them even busy with COVID again and you feel like them are going to say, yo, we are here 1 passenger less. All 3 people in a lap up plus 1. Lap up plus 1. You understand? The little youth them, we can't resist the urge to play with them friends and share things with them friends. Brother, right now, grade 10 they even need for forwarding. Grade 11 alone, me I pray. Grade 10 we teach them. Next year them can come if things not change. You understand? Then we deal with them at grade 11, panda level there. You understand? Them no need to rush the thing right now neither. Them still have look more time. But Richard, cause City and Guilds at school, you then go do City and Guilds, you know, cause them been a going class by class for the past couple of days. You feel what I say? Then now you have enough teachers who have comorbid conditions. Pre-comorbidities, as you would call them. Pre-existing conditions. From asthma to stress. You know, stress are pre-comorbid conditions. There's enough people got that. That thing will kill you too. You understand? Thing rough. But me hope the technocrats, you understand, and the policy makers will understand that them need to be careful. You see me there, pan? Cause I think back to where we did start earlier, we don't sure about certain things, but something now go on. And until we're sure we have to be careful, Rasta. You understand? Because let it not be because of our eagerness to do certain things that our children are exposed unnecessarily and our teachers start to drop like fly. You see me I say? Let us not do that. Eventually, school will have to reopen. I get that. But I could go and deal with the thing in the virtual space as best as we can. Man, there were so many teething pains over the past couple of weeks where if you're not strong, you run away. But we understand that the youths have been out there for a little. Because some of the youth, them, you have lost them forever. Some of the youths, because of the COVID, you have lost them forever. Them done with school, school done with them. Some of the man then gonna work. You understand? Because some of them parents stop work. And them family, them have them siblings. And some of them have to go and hustle. So if you open school, if you say you open school, then half of the youth them now go there either. Because enough of the man them done with it. These are the things what people in the thing can tell them, but them now, as me say now, most of them people here where you say I make decision and them a technocrat, them never step foot in a classroom other than when them used to go to school, you know. Them don't know what go on in a dance, you know. Them don't know what kind of tune play early in the night and late night morning when I daggering section type of dance party, you know. Them don't know them tune there. You understand? As some Jim Reeves and them man, them Sister Scully, them you, they the gospel business, them don't know what go on in the dance. And the people them were in the thing, Zine, the ground soldier them when know the thing and can share some information. Those people are looked down on. You understand? We are the what? The proletariats and them are the bourgeoisies. I saw that go. Me they do the sociology when I me I get old to me I remember everything. But I think I saw it go. Yeah man, the proletariats them are commoners them man, and the bourgeoisies them are the big people them, the big shot them. You understand? I think I saw it go. I don't correct because I know the bright. You see it's that go on around here. That is how the thing go. So the cookie crumble. You understand? And you have to remember one next thing to say. You see all one agency, one body where them say name JTA. JTA is more political than the two political party. You understand? Right now, the Jamaica Teacher Association is more political than the political party them. So them you don't even know where them depend. Because them have for them own agenda. And depend on who are the president and who are the prime minister, you wonder what going on here, sir. You understand? But me I say, let good sense prevail. Zane, let us not expose our children and our teachers unnecessarily. There will come a point where, you know what I mean, we have to deal with certain things as we had to do leading up to CXC earlier in the year when we had found ways to engage our grade 11 students, Zane, as best as we could, in an organized, structured way with firm supervision. And the grade 11 youths them are more mature. You understand? It's easier to tell them to do X and them do it versus one look at grade 1 youth. All him want to do is ramp. And go run up and down with him friend them. And our friends. You understand what I say? So we have to carefully answer. My wife is still teaching and I'm worried about her. I'm worried about her too, brother. You understand? It rough out them. I tell her, it's rough. It's really rough. As I say, I hear the sounds them and them I get louder and louder a little bit. Because they not just throw it upon you, see, you know. Look up there and say one thing round this and one thing round this and one thing round this and them you understand? And one run on one part and then whisper something around this and they not too load it up, you know, but you know this and run this and then boom. Remember we did that talk about it a long time in a year. Remember we said down this man and around this yeah man, another press conference we did say that, you know. And run another meeting there we did say that already. So our teachers are behaving as they are surprised. And we have been saying for weeks now that this is what will be happening. I saw them do them thing. I know them, you know. I know people. Kids need exercise and fresh air. It's yes, but then go do that one of their yard back, sir. And run their house. You know fresh air did that, sir. You understand? They don't need school to get fresh air and exercise. Zane? Yeah man, run on the veranda like. Run outside the house there, run our back. Yeah man. We not pressure youths, you know. You understand? We not hold nothing from them, you know. But at the end of the day, it's for them own benefit too. So I agree with that. 100%, you know. Queen, but they run outside of the yard, like, you know, beside the fences and the house and run our back part and the close line. Yeah, man, under one tree and then sitting there, cause everything rough. Yeah. Peeps, I left it there, so. Sunday again, we will a reason about whatever in the season. You understand? Yeah, man. It things that are way. I see some comments under some sitting there, you know, I say, yo. As a teacher, I look at me laugh, you know. Yeah, man. No regard to it, man. No regard, man. Yeah. But we're versatile. We lock off the classroom, we lock off the Zoom room or the Google classroom, said we. You understand? Anyway, we're there, we just deal with the thing on a level. And a business with the pan, said we. But it have its limitations. You understand? But this a classroom thing right now, too. Enough for everybody. I say grade 11 and we have a staggered approach, Zane, and when one set of youth use the room and gone to them yard, next set come in after sterilization and you keep the thing going. You understand what I say? So she teach in middle school, grade 8, the roughest group I think. Boy, why I don't know Rasta? You see me? Well, I teach grade 9, grade 10 and grade 11 presently. Me teach my grade 9 and my grade 10 them online. See? Me don't mind like for a month still me get my grade 10 them later down in the year. See? Like after CXC done, me run some map work session with them. Cause it's kinda hard to teach map work online like that. Like you can know about the real essence of the map work thing, it did not go jaja. And I think grade 9 is probably the most challenging year in terms of, the youths them a transition, they are growing up, them they are on crossroad. You understand? Them still are one day if them are grade 7 or 8, or them are gonna be grade 10s. I suppose every grade pose them challenges still. You see? But no peeps, it's rough. There's still the debate as we talked about earlier. To wear your mask or to not wear your mask. I say until you know exactly what going out there, go and wear your mask. Zine. But I can't tell you now, I'm just suggesting. You understand? Me can't tell you. Me know so me I go and wear my mask. You see me the pan? Cause me no know, me not sure, me no know. But until them time, yeah. So you have to make your own decision, you have to make your own choice. In this day and age, we don't know. Teach respect, you make YouTube great again. Here the monster. Good night, sis. Big up yourself. You see, and thing. I was so much chipped up on my shoulder. Peeps, give thanks. Tuesday night interview. One mad interview. Leave it at that. It's gonna be a mad interview. Thanks to the people them for them support. Zane, we just get back ourselves together on the YouTube street because the first 2-3 weeks late September to the first 2 weeks in October has been challenging. And as I say, I'm not just a classroom teacher, but we have additional responsibility. We kind of do some senior teacher work that has been challenging, especially in the online space. When you're at the school, you see a department members, they may see things they can fix that. You have 3 new teachers, plus 3 teachers who came on last year. So half of my department are young teachers. So that have its challenges as well as, they are trying to find their feet as teachers, plus in the virtual space, plus with all of the challenges and the issues. But the thing is smooth now, it improve, you understand. There is a pattern emerging now, flow and consistency. Some of the youths them still not turn up at school yet. Some of the youth them come class one day cause one day they can buy data for. Boy, I don't know, yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know, Rasta. But we were called as teachers for a reason. I still believe that. I still think teachers are special people. I mean, everybody's special, but in this day and age, you have to be special to be a teacher. I tell you that. You understand? And this is coming from somebody who has been teaching at the high school level from 2008. Yeah? So, I look with the years that compared to some people, but me see it. I have seen it all. You understand? But we continue trying to make a difference in the youths' them life, trying to help as many youths as we can. It is amazing when I sit down and look on if say when me I go school, certain things where me would then do for a youth, me not have nobody to do that for me. You understand? When me can say, I have a computer when me not use, a youth can get that. Youth can get the next one. I probably have a tablet when me not use, a youth can get that. Like, it's a joy for me if say I have come this far from where me start from, for me can able to do that for some youths. See, plus countless other things, we don't need to talk about everything. You understand what I say? That's how I think go. I know exam fee supposed to pay soon. And I know me have to go help pay a couple of exam fee. Because I just saw a thing set. You understand? Because you're going to have some good youths in your class where them parents just don't have it. And you now can help a youth and don't help a youth. You understand? So I know so that I got happen already. I just, in my head, know say I have to go spend some money there. So. See? Because you now got know so the youth them have the potential and you don't help. You understand? That is screw they are foreign and Gregory White. So whenever I'm come a yard, we try to make it happen. But we not do no virtual interview. The quality of them interview then are nice. You understand? Them interview then now go all up long enough in terms of quality. You understand? So me wait. You understand? So me things it away. Things it away. You know say Queng. You know say you then adapt and adjust. You understand? Because I can be one of the roughest teachers in the world and I can be the coolest teacher alive. You understand? My youth them can tell you that. See? Oh, cool not, Peter. Yeah, man. So I can be the crassest thing, man. And you know, say, yo, a problem time this. Or I can be the realest, coolest youth ever. You understand? If me not reach my class on time, I find them come find me. If we not come to school today or if you go somewhere, the man them vex. You understand? So I just saw it thing, brother. You're the adapt and adjust, man. And I realize means that no nonsense, brother. Zine. So you then find a way, man. Over time, you then adapt and adjust. So, but you're not pretty still. You have to just know how to deal with. Tell Mr. Ruel read. But me and Ruel are not afraid like that, dear G. They go tell Ruel with that. And thing. 97, brother, 97. Me don't want to load up a thing, you know. But you say 97. 97, I just a guy at school in a rude boy. In time, they young and handsome, you know. Yeah, they get older now and some handsomeness grow gone. But what you got about it? Yeah, no I think. Peeps, good night. I know long talking, so every time I say good night, I always end up a talk about half an hour more. I know night tonight. Big up to the ones them, you understand? Big up to the ones them who disagree with our views tonight, same speed. You understand? And thing. Big up to the ones them who agree. Zane. I just saw a thing. We know people love take things personal on social media, but me not have no time for that. You share your views, me share mine. If me agree with yours, fine. If me not agree with it, me gone. You understand? No mug done broke, no coffee, no dash red. That's what me if you would say. But me know some people will take it personal and have teach them. I'm probably unsubscribe. But hey, I've been dealing with this for a long time. That's neither here nor there for me. You understand? The world goes on, the channel goes on, life goes on. You see? I just saw you think of peeps. Give thanks. We appreciate the support. Zane? We appreciate the support in our real life. In any form of way where you support, we give thanks. So, for the people them we no miss none of interview them, big up on yourself. Because that's important, you know. The people them when they premiere the interviews them, you are more important than you would think. Yeah? But me go on less upon that in the future. The people them when they stream, one of way more important than you think. You understand? I know the important thing, but no more important than you think. But one day I go on a lesson. I deal with a lesson plan then in the future and done it up for them. Sorry guys. We're still not on the upload level where we want to get back to, but because of the work, more time when we don't teach. Because the online thing more exhausting than the in-class thing, you know. That is the next thing. And sometimes you have back-to-back class. You're frazzled out, man. You know, like when crocus bag out in a breeze long time, and it then just starts stretch out, string out, that's how you feel. Feel like a crocus bag in a breeze. Frazzle. You understand? That do so you thing go. Work, Marlon. So I just try get a balance now. As I said, things kinda start flow up on a little level. I still have to keep a close eye on my department members, you know. In case something happen, I have to deal with it. And so I wait for them get a little bit more independence when the things start flow. So some little more time can free up and them thing there. But no, I never say wet crocus bag, you know, empty crocus bag. You know, like, you know, when you get all and it's string them in there, get easy for burst and in a breeze. You know, I say crocus bag in a breeze, that man, you know, come from country. Me say crocus bag in a breeze, it frazzle. Yeah, man, I saw we feel sometimes. So, with the year, we just try to balance the thing, as myself. But God has been good. My viewers have been good, even though we don't upload regular. I still watch a video, them won't watch it and catch up on them. And as I've been saying, it is funny how the months that I upload the least are some of the better months on YouTube. Strange. But I think that is down to making good content for a consistent period of time, and them videos that kind of take care of the channel and take care of the teacher. Plus the people them will forward on and do them thing, and so super chat and Patreon and PayPal, and the thing work. And we give thanks same way. You understand? Yeah man. Oh, because you can cook while you link up with her and Peter. I see maths, you know. See maths, man. I know what I go on. Teach 97 we had the road. But 97, I just a wipe off breast milk from around a soccer class. You don't know on the part. You understand? Yeah. I told me head big, I don't think me big enough, but me is look a bit. See? Yeah man. Good night my friends. I appreciate the ones them. All of the moderators them big up on yourself. I soon start push out and I tell people some things, you know. Say MS, please go check out Teach Them's other channels when you have a moment. JA Positive and Jamaica, details in the description box. Then it's that me I talk about. It's them the things that me talking about. You understand? Big up yourself, Empress Moderator, Miss Funk. You understand? The rest of moderator them, I want to take good example, you know. I don't want to say good things and not look on it, you know. You understand what I say? Right now, I'm Miss Funk. That don't look on. That me I talk about. Peace, big up for yourself, yeah, sir. Give thanks to the ones for the people who contribute to the stream financially tonight. You know, we give thanks. New Wave Entertainment, Mr. Davis, Marlon Ross, Damian White, Julian Smith, and Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott. For all of the ones that were in the comment that keep the thing going, we give thanks. Rosie said up about with it. You understand? I'm not getting in trouble tonight. Dante Dan, Rosie B, Stuart Scott, Miss Funk, Kanaika, Matthew Parchment, Queng, Kalanji, big up yourself, you know. Matthew Parchment, Soul Music, Gregory White, Peter May, Top Max, Miss Dorrit Prince, good night. Marlon Don, Richard Atkins, Richard, I would have gathered that he's also an educator. Continue contributing to the nation's development and continue trying your best to develop these youths in a holistic way so they can become productive member of the society. That is why we do these things. You understand what I say? Yeah man, so give thanks to my colleague in the building. Ainsley Lewis, big up yourself in our family. Say me upon S-ranks, manners and respect in a brother. Realize that we kind of have different views on the thing, but you understand and me understand. You understand? So we give thanks to that. We don't need for animosity. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Give thanks, brother. I just saw the thing go more time. Yes, Zane, Alexander and Jacqueline, good night. That seem to be a couple. Probably is a channel. Tolo, big up on yourself. Appreciate the support. See, and big up to all of the YouTubers that we pass through. And thing, you know, we give thanks, see me. Because I work when I work, you know, and I don't find time to come across. We give thanks. Empress June Reed, manners and respect. Craig Creation, brother, big up yourself, you know. Garfield Leslie. DeAndre, I don't know if you're still about it, look, bro. Big up yourself, you know. You understand? Sean Smith, give thanks. Pips, big up on yourself. Sunday, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look fit. Get book fit. Remember, say my birthday on November the 8th. I not keep no secret, you know. You don't know that. You understand what I say? Yeah, man, you know, them night there are different vibes, different energy, different sort of things. Who know? Yeah, me ask your artist pass through. I lie. I not tell you, I know it's a teacher that about artists a pass through. The Royal General, we are thinking about you. So, him probably a listen still, what if not me pass on the message to him. Seeing Miss Desiree Thompson, good night. Peeps, what good? Step with Ja. You know what thing go? Safe, travel upon the gravel. And if you're into it, wear your mask. Pay attention and pass. Know what thing go? Stay wise. Open your eyes. And above all things, stay sanitized. I'm out.
Thank you for tuning in. Like the stream before you go. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Remember to share the stream with your family and friends and browse the channel for more amazing content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them, right here. Warlord representing.